Hey guys, Mike here with the Happy Weekenders. Today we're packing up and getting ready to go on another trip. We're going to head to the coast out in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to try our hand at some crabbing and some fishing and things like that. Just a little 3-day getaway for us. We're not full-time RVers. We're the weekend warrior types. So let me ask you this, if you're a weekend warrior like us, what do you pack for food? Today I'm going to show you what we pack and how we pack, and we like to meal plan and bring extra meals because sometimes we get moody and, maybe we don't want that chicken Caesar salad. Maybe the burger just sounds better at that moment. As you can see right now, the fridge is empty. For my next task, I'm going to get that filled up so we can hit the road. Stay with us and I'm going to show you what we pack and how we do it and what we cook and all that good stuff, and maybe you have some insights to some other great recipes and things like that. Let us know. Alright, as you can see here, I've brought food into the trailer. So what I like to do is I like to meal plan my weekends. So you'll see here I've got this list of everything that I've decided that we're going to have. Now, it's a fluid thing, we can change it up, but it just helps me make sure I'm packing accordingly. So as I'm putting all the food away here, I actually go down this list to make sure I have everything to make those meals. Now, this is obviously a lot more food than is needed for 3 days, but you never know what happens out there. Maybe you decide to stay a day or two longer, or something, bad weather, or you get stuck there, or whatever else. So you just change your mind on what you want and you have other things there. The other thing we've known is, you meet your neighbors and you make extra, so bring more food. It's always safer. So you'll see all the categories of food are here. Your meats, your snacks, veggies from the garden. These are peas, snap peas, amazing. Some lettuce. But I also, one of the things that we tend to do is pre-prep some of our things that need to be done. Like here, we're gonna make fajitas. So I've already gone ahead and chopped up the bell pepper and onion and everything, so I can just throw it on the skillet and be done, just to be a little more ahead of time. That way you can have more fun while you're out camping instead of having to prep everything. So I think that's everything food wise you need. One of the other major important food groups, if you will, food group's not really a thing, is the adult food group. You have to have, you're going camping, so we bring 3 different flavors: pretty good wine, the must of whiskey, and a good IPA for while you're fishing. It's just how we do it. You do what you want. First, we're gonna have plenty of waters with us and juices and whatnot. But you're camping, gotta have something like that. All right, so I'm gonna go through this list. I'm gonna put it away, and I'll show you what it looks like, how we organize our things, and then after that, we'll be off, and then we're cooking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you make lists. I forgot to grab just about every condiment we needed. I did remember the Caesar salad dressing. So luckily, we're still at home. I can go inside and grab those. Okay, so I've made my list. I feel like Santa Claus. I've checked it twice now. All the dry goods are stored up top. All the fridge items are in there. And the freezer stuff is in there. We should be good to go. Alright, we'll show you some of the things that we cook while we camp, and I really hope I get to see some of the things that you guys do, and maybe we get some ideas too.
Alright, good morning everybody. Day 1 of our camping. We've got our red potatoes chopped up and some bacon going. We'll make some eggs. We're gonna have some breakfast burritos this morning. Jess is in the background here doing yoga. That's how we do it. So our usual breakfast is going to be kind of a normal breakfast, and bacon, eggs, and potatoes. We're going to turn it into a breakfast burrito. That's meal 1.
Day 1 lunch. Turkey burgers, bacon turkey burgers on our Camp Chef. Partner in crime. Super. Well, she's busy. Alright, so for dinner, we are going to do pork chops.
Check that out.
Again, this is on our Camp Chef. We have a video on this thing, you should check that out. If you don't own one of these, you should. It's our pork chops, got a little apple sliced on there for some flavor, a little butter and whatnot. And then inside the trailer, she's got
Everything done.
everything else going. Some, looks like we got
Mashed potatoes,
going, some steamed
peas from the garden.
peas from our garden. Look at that. She's awesome. We got this going. And that's what we do for dinner. What do you guys do?
Okay, so we have our finished plates. We are ready to eat. I mean, how good does that look? Like, that's not normal camping food. That's not the burgers and the brats and whatever that you would think it was. So, dig in. All right, good morning. Mike, say good morning.
Morning.
We are making pancakes today. Pancakes, sausages. Because what's a camping trip without a pancake?
True.
Right?
Coffee.
And coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee, pancakes, sausage. Good start to a morning. What do you guys make on your camping trip breakfast that's a go-to for you? Leave a comment below.
And in between meals, we actually go do stuff. Like kayaking. It's not all about cooking. Now we're going to try some fishing. We'll see how this goes. Wohink Lake. Out by Florence, Oregon. Pretty.
Okay, so Sunday afternoon lunch, that's day 2. We just got back from kayaking, did a little fishing, didn't catch anything, so we had to get into the freezer for lunch. But we Mike just made some brats, so we're gonna do brats, and we still have mac salad from yesterday. Just the normal things you'd put on a hot dog or a sausage. Ketchup, mayo, mustard. We usually would have some relish, but we forgot it. So, bon appetit.
Alright guys, our last night here. We're going to do one of our favorite ones. I've talked about it before in other videos. We do chicken fajitas. And then we're going to do it on our, again, I talk about this thing constantly. Where is it at? Our Camp Chef. If you haven't got one or haven't looked at them, do that. I'll put a link below. I'm telling you, game changer. This bad thing will change your whole camping life. So, we're gonna do on our griddle, we're gonna do our onions and bell peppers over here. We'll do our chicken, and then we'll mix it all together, put our fajita mix in there, pre-done fajita packet. Try this out, check it out. We're gonna do this. Step 1, beer in hand.
Most
Check.
important step.
Check. Over here, we've got everything prepped for us. Like I said earlier, I did this at home. Bell peppers, couple of different kinds, onions. We're gonna put a little olive oil down on our griddle. It's preheated already. We are just going to not use that one. Oil around. Get some peppers down. This is gonna make way too much for 2 people. I promise you, it's 2 bell peppers and half an onion, but we had a huge onion, so you do how much you think is gonna do. This is enough right here to probably feed, oh my gosh, I don't know, 4 or 5 people. We're just gonna get that going for a sec. You're gonna cook this until the onion starts turning clear. That's the important step. Onion starts clearing up.
also beer. Now while that's going, this will take a little while. The chicken you can actually go fast. You're gonna go to a little bit higher temp, and then you'll do the chicken. And then inside, we'll do, you know, the tortillas and all that good stuff. But on the condiment thing I talked about earlier, I checked my list. I checked it twice. I forgot sour cream. Like, I ruined this whole thing. I didn't ruin it, but that's a major thing to forget. My fault. Oh. Alright. So, I'm just going to put a little EVOO in the Rachael Ray world in the skillet. Now, this is just how I do it, because the directions actually say on like the packets, like cook the veggies in one and remove them, and then cook the meats in there and then pull the veggies back. Because we got 2 burners, start the veggies and I'll do them about 80% of the way through, and then I'll start the chicken. We do chicken fajitas. You do what you want. There's beef and whatever else. So we're gonna go ahead and throw those in this skillet here. We're preheated. We're gonna go a little warmer. So we're gonna cook those through. Alright, so these veggies take a few minutes to get going. So that's why I start them first, because those onions, we're sauteing them. It's a really low temperature here. The chicken's gonna go real quick. We're gonna go down to a hot, well, a medium temperature, but on this thing, a medium is really high. So we're gonna go ahead now, put our fajita seasoning. We didn't pre-make that. It's just easier to just grab one on the go. I'm gonna put that seasoning down. This one particularly calls for a 1/4 cup. We measure on the fly. Yeah, that looks like a 1/4 cup. And we're gonna cook that in. That's more than a 1/4 cup. But we're gonna cook this in for a few minutes, and then as soon as this boils down a little bit, or we're gonna throw a lot of it, we're going to throw these veggies in and mix them in with this, and we're gonna be done. Stay tuned. Alright, so this is 1 chicken breast. This is gonna be good for 2 to 3 people. This is 2 bell peppers and again about a half an onion. This is gonna be good for probably more 3 to 4 people. What we're gonna do, now we got this kind of sauce cooked in with our chicken and boiled down a little bit, we start moving the veggies over. Let's not lose them. Start mixing it all up. Get our flavor on. Now we did this, and again I talked about this in the Camp Chef video. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm sold on this thing. We did this for, I don't know, I think it was 15, 20 people. Babe, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, 15, 20 people.
And it took us, we had to do it in waves. I think we did it in about 2 or 3 batches of mixing this all up. You know, doing peppers and chicken and all that stuff. But I think we did it in about, it was like 20, 30 minutes. And we fed a lot of people. So just like that, we have chicken fajitas. Boom. That looks delicious.
This is our last night dinner. Sad. I always hate the last night of camping, because it means you have to go back to the real world the next day. Anyway, so Mike just made these amazing fajitas. We're just gonna roll them up in some flour tortillas, some cheese, and some salsa. And I'll pour myself another glass of wine, and he'll have some beer, and I think we'll just hang out.
Hey, good morning. It's day 3. This is our easy, more healthy breakfast that we do while we're camping. Today is pack up day. It's always a sad day. We got lots to do, lots to clean up. But here's how we do our breakfast on this type of morning. We do some yogurt parfaits. We got granola, yogurt, some bananas and strawberries chopped up, of course the almighty coffee, and some OJ for me. That's how we do our meals on these trips. Hopefully these things were helpful, and again, let us know what you guys do. If there's anything else that you want to see, we do lots of different things. This is just kind of a vague overview of some of our things.
That's about it.
That's
What
it.
do you guys, I mean, really, like, we want to know what you guys eat because we just take what we normally eat out at home and have figured out how to make it work in our trailer.
That's exactly right. So we're a little slow moving so far this morning. That coffee just got poured, so we're going to enjoy that and get going, and we're going to pack up this camp. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. We're going to try to do more and more of things like this, how-tos and what we do and places we go and things we see. Other than that,
Have a happy weekend.